Hello everybody, this is Ava with My Brainy Mess. How is everybody? I'm good, can't complain. We're gonna do something different today. I have been in D group. We are in the book of Romans, and I know this is gonna get a little bit religious on everybody, so if you're not into this, I suggest you either want to listen and art with me on this, or you can go and view another one of my videos because this has been a very impactful week for me, and I have had a lot of aha moments. And I have had a lot of problem with my past transgressions over the years as a young person. And, well, for practically all my life. And so I am trying to get over that. And this year I finally, I think, have gotten over, I think I've done it. I think I have accomplished, and I think I'm free of all this, and God has forgiven me. And this week has been the book of Romans, chapter 6, all of chapter 6, and it has been basically talking about justification as if you've never sinned. Well, in this Bible study, we were having to do a chart, I guess you might say, of in half of our transgressions. One, they said to break it in half. One, what you think you need to do to be pleased by God. What you think you have to do, your works, that you do whatever you can to make points with God to be in His favor. And then the next column is all of your past and present transgressions. And you write them all out. Well, I wrote them out, all my transgressions, and all of my rules that I think I need to please God. And I wrote it in my Stabilo pencil. That way that and then turn around and put gesso over it, and then scraped it so you can't see all of that. And in all of that, we are going to put grace in here. But I want to decorate it some more and cover it more other than just black and white, because it's not just black and white, it's all colors. So we're going to work on that. So these are my letters for grace. So we're going to put that on there. But anyway, I just thought I guess have y'all join me on this, because it has been a very heart-wrenching journey for me this week. Lots of tears, lots of prayers, and lots of gut-wrenching ideas, things that I figured I would, thought I knew about God, and found that it was not all true. I think my biggest aha moment is when I found out, I don't know why I did not know this, and I have studied the scriptures for years and never even thought about it. But this week I discovered that the reason we sin is because of Adam, not because of Eve, because of Adam, the first man. And the reasons why we have sin in our world today, and that we are born with sin. Right in the form of the mother's womb, we are sinners. End of story. We couldn't help it. We were born that way. We were geneticized that way, all because of Adam. And that, to me, just blew my mind. It was like, oh my stars, all this time, and it's not my fault. So it really did something to me and made me free. Now I know I can go on and try to be a instrument of God as best I can. I will still sin. I know. I don't even know where I want to go with this. I will still continue to sin. That's just the way we are. But God will forgive us through justification, as if we've never sinned. But by His grace, we don't want to take advantage of it. We want to do our best to be as good as we can be through the grace of God, to help us along the way. But anyway, I just thought that was, it was very aha moment for me. And I'm trying to do this page. Not exactly sure how I want to do it. I want some color on here, but what do I want to do? Maybe I just want to put some watercolor on here. That's an idea. Where's my watercolors? Watercolors. I just decided to jump on here and talk about this. There's some watercolor. And just share what I learned. This was the best week of my life as far as God is concerned. He opened up, because I have been beating myself up to death over my past. And I'm just thankful that God has set me free. It's just the most awesome thing in my world right now. You just don't know how that makes me feel. But anyway, I just thought I would share and do a little art piece to put in my study. Because that was our challenge this week, was to do this little art piece. And cover grace over all of our sins and things we thought we had to do to be in the good graces of God. And I want to challenge anybody to go and look up John Corson, Goncourson, and literally go over the book of Romans with him, Romans 6. And basically, I had my Easter story this week. Basically, the propitiation of Jesus Christ, of how He forgave our sins through I can't even say the word I said it a while ago. So whatever I said earlier, go and listen to his sermon. It will give you more of an idea of the meaning of what the cross of Jesus meant. It is just mind-blowing. I'm just it made it more real to me and made me understand it better and made me feel that act of love more than anything that has ever made me feel. I'm gonna cry. Y'all just don't know how it made me feel. God loves us, y'all, more than we give Him credit. And it's just unbelievable. I still have a lot to go. I still have a lot to learn. I know God has forgiven me, but I'm having a hard time forgiving myself. But I'm sure through the love of God and His tenderness, He will show me through that as well. This is not very pretty, but hey, it's about how I feel right now. I'm just trying to cover up all this stuff so nobody else can see it. I wonder if you can see it on the back. Nope. Because to be honest, there's a lot of secrets in this little piece that I don't want anybody to know except God. God's the only one that knows. Some people know. I have friends that know. But I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or whatever. But I'm okay. I'm going to be okay. That's all I can say about it. Okay, you got me a background. Propitiation. That's the word. Propitiation. Big word. Big meaning. Big meaning. It's basically how God had to turn His back on Jesus. He had to, for Him to gather all the sins of our lives in the world upon Jesus. He couldn't see it. He couldn't be a part of it. He literally had to do it alone. It's very wild. Anyway, let's see if I can get this on there. I'd rather use this. So anyway, trying to make some kind of piece of art piece with this. Oh, look at that. Oh, how pretty. A propitiation. I'm going to say that word. I figured it would, I feel like something's burning. What's burning? I smell it. Not a good feeling. Oh, it's this. Smells like burnt paper. Oh, how interesting. Or burnt wiring. It's like, ugh. Okay. Let's see. Where's my little wedge? Catalyst wedge. I'm done with this. I don't want to do any more of this. Okay, where's my catalyst wedge? I just had it earlier. Ah! Oh, there it is. I want to bring this down. Oh, by the way, this is matte medium. I just put it in a smaller jar to keep it from drying out in my bigger jar. I heard that helps. And, okay. I want some stamps. Let's see what I got here. Let's use some of this. Propitiation. Such a big word. I guess it has to be a big word to Trying to figure out. Oh, I get hot and I get cold. Okay. Okay, I want my grace. I'm gonna put my grace on. See, I think I want to throw it across here. Don't, whoops. Oops. That's not good. Okay. Okay. Bubbles in it. Try to get out some of these bubbles. I didn't think I was going to like this catalyst wedge, but I really, really like it. Kind of neat. Grace. Okay. I want to... nice and dry because I don't want to ruin my pens. What flavor is this one? Yeah, we're gonna put justification, love, peace, joy, peace, joy. What else? The cross, salvation, trust, belief, faith, see, did I put love already? Yeah, I put love, grace, peace, belief, forgiveness, the cross, salvation, justification, resurrection. Here's a good one. And that's kind of what I feel. I feel resurrected. By the way, I hope everybody had a wonderful Easter. I had a nice Easter. My son came over, and him and his wife, and we had dinner, and it was really nice. I always enjoy it when they come over. I need a, yes I do. Sharpener, that's what I'm trying to say. My brain doesn't work half the time. Okay, and then of course I'm gonna always like to do that. I know another word. Where is it? Freedom. 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 Healed. By the way, okay, I'm pretty much done with this, I think. That was a good exercise. If y'all ever want to do that and want to go and listen to the chapter of Romans, go to John Corson and read listen to all of his sermons on Romans 6. He has several of them, especially the one on propitiation, justification, and righteousness. They're all so good. Righteousness. Let's see. Where do I want to put that one? Righteous. And go and listen to that, and then go in and do your own little collage piece of what you think you have to do to enter, to be in good grace with God. What you think you need to do to you know, like you have to do this, you have to do that. The legalistic stuff that you think you have to do, the works that you have to do in order to be right with God. And then go and list all your transgressions of your past and present. And then cover it all up and put grace on it. It's very healing. I really like it. Of course, y'all didn't get to see the first part of it. Because I don't care to list that, but believe me, it was a full page. And I'm sure I'm still a work in progress. Well, I know I'm a work in progress. No thinking about it. But anyway, good little exercise. Anyway, being that said, when I was listening to John Corson, he talked about. I've got a couple of books I want to show y'all, but this one I'm gonna. John Corson mentioned a word, sozo. And it's funny that God is so, it's amazing what God does to me. He talks to me through art and through what I'm going through, and like this D group thing. It's an international by Terry Lee Cobble international program that she has developed, and has developed different groups for people to get together. And she has literally well, here it is. I'm going to show you a study with a group of girls. The group is not supposed to be more than 8 people. They keep it that way because you branch off into prayer partners, and it gives you a good even amount of prayer partners and what have you. Right now we have 5 of us. I'm a 5th wheel. At least I felt that way at first, but now I feel like I'm a part of the program. But anyway, this is the Bible study that we're going through, and it's 6 weeks. We're doing the first half of Romans, and then I think on the 13th is the split out for the second part of Romans. But what's the funny thing about it is when I started. I was doing the Bible recap through Terry Lee Cobble, and with my kids, and she keeps talking about D group and all this stuff. So I researched it, and I thought, oh, surely there's not a D group close by. I probably have to go to Timbuktu to be in a D group, or come up with one myself. But I didn't want to come up with one myself because I didn't have a place where I could meet to be able to do that and stuff. So, and plus I didn't know enough about it. I just was not equipped to do that. So I happened to look up, and I'll be darned, within 20 or 15 minutes away, there is a lady who has got a D group. Is that not what God knew I needed to be in this group? And I thank God every day for not making me give up and keep on, because I have a tendency to give up on things and say, oh, this is too hard, or I can't handle this, or because there's a lot of stuff you have to do, especially memorization. Oh, stars, that is probably my hardest thing to do. But D group, if you can find a D group in your group, look up the recap in Uverse, the Bible study app. Look up Terry Lee Cobble, the recap, the Bible recap, and she tells you about it, and about D group, and you can go into this rabbit hole about all of it. That's how I did. I found out just by researching, and I found this group just because God knew I needed to be in this group. But anyway, being that said, that is one thing that happened that God has led me in a group that I needed to be in. But when I was listening to John Corson a couple of days ago, he mentioned the word sozo, and I forgot what it meant. I have to look it up. I meant to look it up before I said anything. But anyway, but it has something to do with healing. If I'm not mistaken, God's healing. Sozo, it's a Greek word or something. But anyway, I had found this book before I heard about John Corson talking about the word sozo, that connecting God's heart, art zozo, painting with God. And I thought, wow, that's what I had already bought this book before I even heard. I've never heard of this before. But anyway, I'm thinking about spending one day, probably on Sunday. That seems to be the best place to paint with God through this process. And it's I was looking through it, and it looks like looks interesting. Basically, it helps heal you, painting with your emotions, and then you journal about it. And if anybody wants to join me in this process, I'd be willing to, maybe once a week, we can kind of do this. If anybody's interested, please comment below and ask and tell me that you're interested in doing this. And maybe we can do this on a, I don't know, Zoom basis, or on a Airstream. Whatever that upstream program is, everybody uses. I don't know, but maybe we can go live on it. And I don't know. I don't know if y'all are interested in doing this. That would be be something to think about, just to let you know. But I am going to do this. I just didn't know if anybody wants to join me in it. But it's called Connecting to God's Heart, Art Sozo, Painting with God by Gail Spooner. And it looks like it's, and also it tells you what supplies you need and the whole bit. It's just kind of interesting. So I thought maybe that might be something y'all all might want to be interested in. Also, going in, looking at, creating with Barb Owens. Let's Get Creative with Barb Owens. I think that's her name, her last name. I know her name's Barb, but I think Barb Owens. She's working in this book. Getting to be kind of hard to find this book. It's a very old book. I got lucky and I found it on the thrift books. But basically, it's a collage book and collaging at different things. Like, yeah, I gotta change that. It's a used book, but it hasn't been used. Nobody's done anything in it, but it's a basic principle of collage, photocopying material to avoid, tells you some instructions. And basically, do you ever wish you could bottle a moment up? And then you collage whatever that moment you may want to bottle up. What would fall out of your time capsule in 100 years look like? I mean, these might be something that might be fun to do on a live stream, if anybody's interested. I'm trying to get recreative here because I'm getting kind of bored, I think is my problem. And doing the same old, and I'm not doing real journals anymore. Kind of got tired of doing them. I'm only doing them for myself and for art purposes only, and not for sale or anything like that. But I want to do some more art journaling, actual art journaling, and like something like this, but anyway, I thought this would be fun too. So anyway, these are things that I have been thinking about, and I still want to work on my little rose picture that I want to do with jelly prints. So we'll be working on that. Things have slightly calmed down a little bit, except on Tuesday. Tuesday, I still, that's my D group day, and I might do things in the evening or the afternoon. It's hard to do when my husband's up and around, and I can't seem to film as well when he's up, but I may have to start doing that. But anyway, this is something to think about. I thank y'all for letting me chat around and share with you my journey of grace. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I'm at 701 subscribers. I'm trying desperately to get to 1,000. And so please like and subscribe. Anyway, I thank y'all from the top of my brain to the bottom of my feet. Please like and share and subscribe, and please comment if y'all are interested in any of these avenues that I just talked about. I would like to try to start doing this stuff. Anyway, I thank y'all, and y'all, I hope y'all had a nice Easter, and y'all have a most blessed day, and I will see y'all on Flip Flop. Bye.